nebhakabhaka liwinile iPirates. Mhlawumbe support wabafundisi. Mhlawumbe esebhayibhelini. Wameme.
Hola bafowethu, welcome to Up the Bucks Fans channel. My name is Tabs and welcome to episode 2. Sorry guys, there's no visuals for today. It's holiday mode. I hope everybody is being safe wherever they are and enjoying their holidays, man. We played against Supersport and we've lost the game, so I'll just go in detail a bit as to what happened during the game that we all saw. I think we lost the game basically if you look at the lineup. If you look at the lineup, as you can see it now on your screen, we added Makaringe and then we added Hoto at our left back and respectively on our right back also. I think that really plays well if we're moving forward, but when we are defending, I think it becomes a problem and we are left exposed in those areas. As you see the goal right now on your screen, you can see how Tim connected with Hoto and then Hoto connected with Makaringe. It works. Offensively, it works, right? You cannot fault the guys concerning that. The idea was great on the coaching staff. But I think the problem that we're experiencing is that now when Supersport is now playing, they were able to then expose those areas concerning the left back and the right back, especially on Makaringa's side. The guys were making sure that they are running in those areas. By doing so, giving us less option offensively, So, but then also to lose 3-1 is not also a true reflection of the game because their first goal was offside and their second goal was a mistake. The third goal, was a mistake on our goalkeeper. The goalkeeper made a huge mistake, made a huge blunder with that one. Instead of just clearing the ball, as you will see it later on your screen, he decided to try and play the ball, right? But also, if you look at our set pieces during the game, we are very shaky when it comes to our set pieces. We can't defend our set pieces. That's how we're able to. They managed to score the second goal by Hobler. It's because we were not able to manage our set pieces. And if you look at how Tim and Ndlondlo were playing in that first 5 minutes, it was the game plan. But as soon as Supersport responded by packing the midfield and not allowing us to break out of the midfield and making sure that they cover the spaces between Tim and Ndlondlo, then we're unable to play. And then by them making sure that their wingers are effective, making sure that Hoto and Makaringa stays behind, and then knowing very well that Makaringa is not a defender, he's going to be caught napping. If you look at the goal that was going to be coming up shortly, you will see how Makaringa is facing his goalpost and running towards his goalpost and not seeing what's happening behind him. I think that also shows his lack of experience at the back. So I think we didn't have a plan B, as soon as we realized how Supersport, how they were playing, especially when the second half started. When we saw that, we should have acted immediately. The coaching staff should have acted immediately by putting the right substitutions so that we can be able to counter what Supersport was doing, If you look at that set piece right there, right, you see, we are not really effective in clearing our set pieces. We don't look comfortable in our set pieces. It's always very shaky. But as you can see there, Lodge really had a brilliant game. Lodge had a brilliant game. He was the player that did really, really well for us against Supersport. As you can see there, chances being missed. That was a straight up good chance there for us to be able to increase our lead. So another thing also is that we do not bury our chances, and then we regret them later when we lose the game or when we drop points, like on this game here. Kim they was supposed to convert. Our conventional 4-4-2 formation, it worked in the first few minutes, and then Supersport then countered it, and then it was non-effective for the rest of the game. And then the coaching staff failed to basically put a a system in place that can counter what Supersport was doing, especially in the second half. Just look at this right here. Just look at this. Look at Kim. Look at Lodge. Getting nappy there a bit. So yeah, guys, it's very disappointing for that we didn't collect maximum points. Look at that. That was offside. But Supersport scored with an offside. If they didn't score that goal, we don't know how the game would have turned out. But they were really putting pressure on us, especially in the midfield. So eventually they were going to score. I think Kim also made a lot of mistakes concerning getting a yellow card unnecessary. I mean, what was the point of that, getting a yellow card for kicking the ball away? I think we need to be disciplined at all times. You see, right there, Makaringa has left so much space between him and Campbell, right? So, you see, look at that. You see, he loses his position there and doesn't know where the Supersport player is, you see? He didn't cover the player. He's trying to cover space instead of covering the player who's behind him. He was not looking at who's behind him or who's right next to him. He was trying to run back into position instead of looking as to who's coming and who are they going to play the ball to, I think that was very disappointing, that he was not able to do that. And then the 18-year-old punished us there, So as much as offensively the idea was great, but defensively it was not, to play Makaringa at right back. So now this is second half, right? We know now what they are doing in the midfield. We were supposed to put substitutions already, or to change the style of game, or to change the formation in the middle, so that we overcome Supersport. Because as you can see here, they were running the game basically here. You could see signs that they wanted it more. Look at this. Look at the defending on the set piece here. Absolutely poor. I mean, Hrobler hasn't scored. When was the last time Hrobler scored? I think in the past 5 games, he hasn't scored. And he's going to come and score against us. An easy header. And we know that he's going to be doing that. He's going to be looking for those in the set pieces. But we still couldn't defend them. Look at that. Nobody's marking him. Nothing. Free header into the goalpost. And it's a goal. We need to really work on our set pieces. We are so poor in our set pieces. Buteles also could have done better there. You see, right there and then, as the coach, make changes, Baba. Make changes. Yeah, You see, look at that. Okay, now, great. Look at Kim. Turns around. Lipasa, come on. Lipasa should have done better there, Lipasa should have done better. I think the change for Mufokeng and Lipasa should have been done at halftime, so that we can change the complexion of the game immediately after halftime. I think waiting the 15 minutes really did damage to us, because now we were offensive, we were coming at them, but we just lacked. We couldn't convert. We just couldn't convert. If Lipasa had converted those 2 chances, or at least one of the chances, then the reflection of the game was going to change immediately, because it was still 66 minutes. Look, man. But great defending from Supersport, though. You can't fault them on that. Lodge was absolutely amazing against Supersport. It's great to have him back. Yeah, I don't blame the fans, man. That was supposed to go in. You see, now this, as a goalkeeper, you've got a player up there, instead of kicking it straight out, or at least passing the closest player, he decides to dribble. I mean, I don't understand this, right? Why do we insist on playing fancy football when we are losing or when we're behind? We're supposed to do the most basic things correct, especially when you are trailing, Look at this. Simple. Kick it out. but he decides to dribble. Makes absolutely no sense. Buthelezzi's been a hero for the past 4 games, and today he makes 2 blunders, basically, the corner and this. Absolutely unnecessary. That's it for this game, guys. Please do subscribe, do comment, and do share. This is Up the Bucks Fans channel, and I'm Tabs. Peace.
nebhakabhaka liwinile iPirates club esupport abafundisi club esebhayibhelini wameme